we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You gotta love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and in this time, better believe we gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about the that you do? Why you always rapping about the that you do? Hey.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rockin' Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New Orleans Saints. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. He's got Watkins on the out route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Option handoff here to Miller. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Montez Sweat with a tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, here's Miller. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Thurston. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up as safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Fielded at the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Second and 10. They're going to look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now following the safety, they'll have the football with a chance to take the lead as they begin following the free kick with a 1st and 10. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Person. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a pivot and a give to Miller. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific 1st quarter here to begin the playoffs.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are able to move back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Thurston. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 85 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. They coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. An audible here to get a new look. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Our handoff running left is Gibson. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackle through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd down, Thurston. And he's going to drop this one. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
To throw on 2nd down. Thurston. He finds his man. Complete. That's Webb. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st and 10, Thurston. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Thurston. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Parson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll run on 1st down. Parson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Miller. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On the counter, it's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Touchdown, Saints! Chris Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Thurston. incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Thurston. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's got him in. Complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Miller on the read option. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. Now it's Miller running right. And barrels right into the end zone for a safe touchdown. Kendra Miller, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will make this a 16-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. So it's a turnover there on a lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
Inside handoff now, Miller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Milton Williams there on the tackle.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run it again with Miller. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And that is no good. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16. So not only does the fumble recovery not turn into 6, it doesn't even turn into 3.
And they let him off the hook right there. You have to be able to capitalize on sudden change situations. So to go 3 plays and then miss a field goal, that's a huge disappointment.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders get a bit closer. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
2nd down and 4. Again, it's Miller. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Thurston. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Thurston. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Mayer here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. Now 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Thurston. And that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 111 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. He'll look to throw. Underneath for Miller. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. Thurston. He's got it to Gibson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Throwing on first down. Thurston. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. That ball caught by Campbell. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This likely a must-have, third and goal. Operating from the gun. Thurston. He'll dump that off to Gibson. Complete. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson from 8 yards out. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he loses the football a second time. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll try the left side. It's Person, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's got to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively. So they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one. Really supported them throughout the year. And, boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game. And if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up